How we doing?
They're doing good.
I said, how we doing? Gorgeous. Ooh, we have a good one today.
We do.
I mean, we have a good one every week, let's be honest.
No, true tea.
But this week, I'm super, super excited because 2 weeks in a row, I've had sisters here. They're all sisters, but you know what I mean. I had Jessica
Your
here.
favorites.
Yeah. Okay, all right, you said it. My favorites.
Okay.
So give it up for my continental sister, the host of Canada's Drag Race, Miss Brooke Lynn Hytes!
Hello, Roscoe!
Come through. And
have a
Roscoe's,
seat, sissy.
please keep that energy going, making her Roscoe's debut. Give it up for Melinda Verga.
What's up?
Holy shit!
I love. Well, hello and welcome. How are you, ladies?
Wonderful. Happy
Yes?
to be here as always.
Are you freezing?
Sorry. No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Are you? Or how about you? Hello, Miss Melinda.
Wait,
welcome.
I'm trying to check my crotch just to make sure I'm not flashing all the children back home.
No, please, for the VIP members. They pay
I'm
$1.99 for that.
There
I'm
we go.
sure there's not one person that hasn't seen that already. So. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our little viewing party here at Roscoe's. Hello, everyone at YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us, especially our VIP members. Thank you for being VIP members. We're so grateful. Can you let everyone know how they can join VIP?
Yes, for $1.99 you can get early access to all the Roscoe's videos starting Friday or Saturday. Again, for only $1.99. So consider that, and you can catch these videos then.
Yes, bitch. That's how we do it.
Okay, but today we are going to get into season 16. We're going to get into Canada's Drag Race. We're going to get into a little bit of everything today.
Yes.
Are y'all ready for that? Yeah?
Absolutely.
Have you guys been watching season 16?
Yeah.
Lies.
I have not. I hear it's really good. I have not personally seen a single episode, so this will be fun.
Brooke has been busy traveling, working, so
Yeah.
you get a
I'm
pass.
excited though. I hear it's an amazing season.
Usually that's what it is. It's like they're working, so you can't catch up. So you're working.
I'm working.
Melinda, what about you? Have you had a chance to watch this season at
Oh,
all?
I follow it every week, even when I'm traveling and working.
Bitter.
I'm still doing.
Your version of working quite isn't my version of working.
I know. Listen.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Brooklyn is next level, yo. I can only aspire to one day do even like 1/10 of what you've done and what you're doing. So hey, come on. No, but I mean, having just come off like a current season, like I want to make sure that I support my sisters across the board and that I am in the know, because people are going to be asking you, have you been watching the show? Have you been following it? What do you think of playing Jane? Stupid shit.
See in the viewing.
Love you, Plain. Follow me, bitch. Stupid shit like that. So, I try.
Well, good. Is this y'all's first time seeing each other since y'all's season is wrapped?
Last night.
Yeah, we ran into each other last night, but this is our first time working together.
Yes!
since the season. Yeah.
Ever.
Ever.
I mean, aside from the show.
And Melinda, is this your first time here in Chicago?
Listen, Chicago! So, needless to say, this is my third time.
Okay.
Kidding! No, this is my first time here in Chicago.
Okay, well,
and-
the show's gonna start, so we'll touch
okay.
back on that.
Woo!
So
Here we go.
to the show. All right. That impersonation of Maya was kind of
Dead on.
spot on. Yeah. And really quick, and I want to know what you ladies think about this. Maya, we read a lot of comments about Maya and her. What the words used were lack of personality. But I just want to correct that really quick, because everyone's personalities are different. And not everyone is a, hey, how you doing? Hey, work, yes, bam. Not everyone is like that. And that doesn't make it that she has a lack of personality. It's just, she's just quiet. She's a little bit more reserved. This bitch, when performed, she jumped off the stage and landed in a split. That's not a shy person. That's just, you get what I'm saying? Like, do you come across those personalities on Canada's Drag Race where you feel like you have to pull them out of that, comfort zone?
Well, I am one of those personalities. I'm not a in-your-face loud person at all, so I totally get those kind of people. But yeah, I mean, you see them on Canada's Drag Race, you see them on every Drag Race, that they just need to be pulled out a little bit, because it's very scary when you get to Drag Race, and it's no matter how much you think you're prepared for it, once you get there, it's a completely different ball game. So you kind of have to just encourage people to come out of their shell, like we did with Melinda. Like, she was just a wilting, shy,
dried old bitch.
Well, no, it's like finding a balance of the personality, where Maya, her personality shines in performance, other girls, it shines in the workroom or just interview conversation.
Exactly.
Also, just like, sorry.
Go ahead.
Just like with anything you see on the show, not everything you see is the tea. So there will be personalities, for example, like myself. I'm actually an introvert. So when yes, right? This guy's like, what? I am an introvert. So when
Do you know what an introvert means?
Yeah, so that's the kind of person who's like that person is not outgoing. They're very to themselves. Their social battery runs out like really easily. I am that person. So in what we call the back room or the hold room, I'm fairly quiet. But once I'm in front of the cameras, it's when I come to life. Now there are personalities, and I'm hoping and I'm assuming Maya is one of those, that maybe amongst the girls, like she's really outgoing and an extrovert. And then when she gets on the camera, maybe she just kind of freezes or chooses to kind of fade into the background a little bit. So again, not everything that you see on the show is actually what it is. I'm always wanting to be surprised, pleasantly surprised, by what I see in person. So when I see a girl in person and oh my God, she's like a firecracker in person, that's what I really go off of versus what I just see on a TV show.
Let me ask you this. How accurate was your portrayal on Canada's Drag Race with your personality?
Myself? I have no complaints. Let's just say that I'm not blaming the edit. What I gave them is what I gave them. I gave them all the material that they needed, deserved, and wanted, and here we are.
Now yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, this is still me. What you saw on the TV show, this is still me. So
now you're fresh off, right? So I don't know if
Yes.
this is too soon to ask this, but would you ever consider going back to like a different part, like doing Canada versus the world or
I'm already waiting for my
All-Stars
phone
or
call
anything?
every day.
You wait for it every day.
I'm already waiting. Mama Roo! Oh my God! See me. I'm here. I'm here at Roscoe's, bitch!
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm from
love it.
Edmonton, Alberta, population of 1.5 million, if that at all. So being here with all y'all tonight, I mean, this is huge.
Yeah.
So, Mama Roo, I'm here finally. Call me.
Thank you, Melinda.
I love it. She's so grateful.
Yeah. To piggyback off that question, Brooke Lynn,
Yeah.
now we know they have Canada versus the world, and y'all are now 4 seasons in with Canada's Drag Race. Would y'all just do a Canada's All-Stars where it's just the Canadian queens who get to compete for something?
And we're back.
We'll find out after this.
We're going to come right back to that, though. We're going to come back.
Hey.
Let's go back to that last question that you asked. You want to ask it again, Kara?
Yes, Brooklyn. Now we know y'all have Canada versus the world. Would there ever be a Canada's All-Stars where the girls just get to compete against each other for the crown of Canada?
I hope so. I mean, I think we have enough talent up there for sure from the seasons. That has nothing to do with me, but I would love for there to be
I'd love to judge and host.
Yeah, I just show up to work, but I think that would be amazing. I would absolutely love that. And yeah, we definitely have the girls for it, so why not?
I was just asking, Brooklyn, how soon do you know who's cast on the show?
Well, like literally when I get there. I have nothing to do with casting at all, so like I show up to set and they're like, here's the cast.
So first day of work, and that's when you find out
That's
who's...
when I find out.
Is it ever like a little bit uncomfortable when you're like, oh, I know her? Like,
Well, yeah, a little bit, but I mean, you just kind of have to do the job. Like they all know I'm the host and and one of the judges, and so they know what they're signing up for. So you just kind of have to get to it. And luckily, everyone's very respectful, and they do their thing, and I do mine.
love, love, love. Let me ask you, Melinda, did you audition? How many times did you audition for?
I auditioned 3 times. So seasons 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. Season 3, I really put together that package, that audition tape was cunt. That was like, I was at my best form and I was at my most confident. And then season 4, I didn't care. I shouldn't say I didn't care as much, but I think I was more relaxed. That if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. And I think when they saw that, when they saw me just more relaxed, a lot more of my actual personality came out, and I think that's what got them really hooked. And I made it on the show.
Before I pass it over to Kara, because I know Kara has a question, I wanted to talk about your name. If you are Latino, you know that Melinda Verga.
¿Latinos aquí esta noche? ¿Hay latinos aquí esta noche?
Yes.
¡Ay, hola latinos! Okay, sorry.
If you translate that and you break it up to me, Linda Verga,
my pretty, and Verga means
dick. Yeah, I didn't want to say it. Where did this name come from?
Listen, so I wanted a name that, is exotic, that's sexy, that's kind of sophisticated. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to give everything away. I didn't want to give the joke away. So when people are like, oh my God, Melinda Verga, that sounds so sexy and exotic. And I'm like, I know. But whenever Latinos would hear my fucking name, they're just like losing their shit because they know it means my pretty cock. So when I got on the show, and little by little, the world is being educated, my mother, Melinda, that my name actually means my pretty dick. They are losing their shit, and I'm living. I'm here for it. The reaction is just layer upon layer is, it's peeling off.
We're here for it.
I'm here for it.
I think it was episode 4 where we caught on.
Where you realized
someone was like, by the way, do you know what her name means? We were like, what?
Now,
It took us a minute.
Now, some people may not have realized that this was not the first season that girls got to save somebody with their immunity. Canada's Drag Race Season 4 was actually the first time where the winner of the week got to save somebody in the bottom 3. Now, you were on the receiving end of that, also and on the giving end of that. Brooke Lynn
She's a
and
versatile
Melinda.
queen.
Yeah, for both of you divas.
Oh, we're going to come back to that.
Dude, hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Okay.
Let's go back to that last.
Yes, before we get into the drag seminars here, Melinda and Brooke Lynn, how do you think adding the twist of being able to save a bottom queen has changed the dynamic or the precedence of what Drag Race has set?
I think it's amazing because it adds drama. It's like built-in drama because they have to go back and plead their case and be like, why, save me, save me, save me. And there's actually, it gives them something to talk about, And I just think it adds another level of twist. And I mean, we saw it just, what do you think? It just brings more out of the queens, I think.
Yes, the drama is there and it makes the show more interesting. But from us as competitors, it makes our winning experience a lot more complicated. Because now, yes, woo, I'm celebrating because I just won, right? But on the other hand, I have 3 sisters right here who are desperately wanting to be on the show, and they're all pleading their case. And how do you choose? How do you prioritize who gets to stay and who gets to go because of your choice?
Do you get rid of the strongest competition or the person who did the weakest that week?
It's up to you.
Or track
save your
record.
friend.
Okay. Or track record.
So, you don't know. It's all up to you. You get to choose whoever the fuck you want to choose,
Well,
right?
no, we're saying you personally. What is your take on it? What would you do?
And what did you do?
Well, exactly. That's what it is. What did I do? I mean, yes, you wanna consider track record, but having just been saved by Kiki the week before, there was no way in hell that I wasn't going to consider her at least, right, for a save. Plus, she's been sickening and killing the whole season, and she just, made a stupid choice. Kiki, yeah, it's a stupid choice to do. She knows that. I tell her that all the time. She just made a choice. It wasn't the right choice. And do I now get to ignore all the effort she's made before, and also what she did for me the week before? And for me, at that point, it was eye for an eye. And I said this on the show. She not only saved me from the bottom. I mean, from the bottom, but she saved me from myself. She allowed me to kind of wake up and realize that, bitch, there are people on this show right now, not just people who are supporting you, but your fellow competitors that believe in you So wake the fuck up. And that's what I ended up doing. So I had to save Kiki. And right now she is, in real life, she is like my ride or die.
So let's talk a little bit more about your experience. You had that moment where...
Which moment?
Yes.
Was it the rainbow cat suit moment?
It was the rainbow cat suit
There's
moment.
the moment. There's the moment. I want to know about where basically it looked like you were going to give up. You were over it. You were done. You're just like, send me home.
Like basically what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah. What was your thought process? And looking back at it, how does it make you feel?
Listen, it's not necessarily something that I was thinking of even, or that I was even fully, I was having an out-of-body moment, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, as soon as those words escaped my mouth, I'm like, holy shit. I just had this out-of-body experience. I just started watching all of that unfold, and my mouth was just going like this. Even on Snatch Game, I let myself just kind of like soar and let my mouth do its thing. I have those experiences. And, is it regretful? I mean, I wish I could have handled that differently. But on the other hand, I'm also glad that I was able to show the world that being on the show doesn't mean that you're perfect. Being on the show doesn't mean that you don't get to be human anymore. You get to be whoever the fuck you are from the beginning of the show until you sashay away, and that is completely okay. And I think that's right. Come on, let's go.
What?
Oh. Okay,
And we're back.
We'll be right back.
Baby! Baby! The whole audience reacted to that. They're like, what? Saphira made a mistake? What? Oh.
Baby.
Okay, what were we talking? Oh, we were talking
It's
about...
our drag seminar. The girls have to present a informative as well as comedic drag seminar based on whatever subject they were given. We see Plain and Q start things off. They knock it out the park. That's exactly how it needs to be done. They went from bottom 2 last week to, I think, maybe top 2 this week. So
But they're not done yet.
they're not. You're right. But then they're followed by Maya and Dawn. What do you think the problem was with them that Jane, for Melinda and Brooke Lynn, that Jane and Q did not experience?
I just think there was a complete disconnect between the two of them. I think Saphira hit it on the head when she said there was no chemistry. Like, it was just like they were doing two completely different things, wouldn't you say?
I also thought that maybe the jokes were far too thought out. Like, maybe it was far too smart than what it ought to be. Yeah, I think the focus should really have been on stupid and fun versus making it sound too smart at times. Because I got this from Denim. If it's a thinker, it's a stinker. So, you know what I mean? Like, if you just allow yourself to just kind of like be stupid, I think they would have had a little bit more fun with their challenge.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
QVC, bitch.
QVC, baby.
Yeah, I think Dawn
Fierce
already went into it with this, like, fuck, I have Maya kind of thing.
Attitude.
She was
that kind of
defeated.
attitude. Not even defeated, but she's like, fuck, like, I'm going to lose because of her. You know what I mean? Like, she was already in a negative space. You know what I mean?
I think she also should have allowed herself a little bit of leeway to make fun of herself.
Yeah.
Especially during those moments when you're fucking up and you're buckling and everything. Like, you got to be able to read yourself on the fly, I think. And that would have helped. Because if you just kind of like went, and then you just try to keep going,
Absolutely.
it takes the fun away.
Right.
Yeah.
And this challenge is, different than a lot of the other ones because they have a live audience, so it's extreme. Like, the pressure is even there 10
Hard
times
challenge.
more. Yeah.
This is a hard challenge.
Yeah.
It's a hard challenge,
they've
yeah.
never done anything like this before.
Listen, any challenge that requires you to speak and sell something, that is never easy. That is never just fun. And you got to find a way to, like I said, find the fun and make yourself just have fun with being stupid. You know?
You gotta know how to sell your pussy, bitch.
Exactly, bitch. It's drag.
So I wanted to ask you, Brooke Lynn, to piggyback off what we were talking about prior to the break. When Melinda and different situations happen in the workroom, does that get to you before, or is it all new to you when you see it on screen?
You mean her meltdown?
Yes.
Did you hear it?
They heard it.
Like, girl, Melinda,
Baby,
meltdown
I heard
happened.
it happening in real time.
The whole studio heard it.
we all. I didn't really know what was happening, but yeah, the next day they were like, "Oh my god!" And and nobody really told me like what exactly happened. They just said like she freaked out, and I didn't know until it actually came out and I saw it myself, and I was like, "Oh, this is fucking brilliant." This is
exactly
I'm
what it
so
is.
glad that you did not you didn't handle yourself differently because
You're
that was
welcome,
TV
you're welcome.
gold. That was fucking amazing.
You're welcome.
You and Venus are good now, Melinda?
Hey, sorry.
You and Venus are good now?
What?
You and Venus are good now?
Oh, we were good even before the show ended.
Okay, let's look into those challenges real quick, or their final performances. First group, how do we feel about Q and Plane?
They were great.
Great.
They were good.
They were
right?
top.
Really That's
good.
how
Yeah.
it needed to be.
Top.
Okay, they were good.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? Theirs seemed effortless, right?
Yeah.
They
Effortless.
seemed like the most rehearsed, the most like thought out. Yeah.
completely.
Natural as well.
Yeah, natural. Absolutely.
absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
The second one with
Booyaka.
Maya and Dawn.
Maya and Dawn.
Bottom for me.
Bottom.
Bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you put both of them in the bottom or just one of them?
One of them.
Well, it depends. Is it a team challenge today or what? Like we'll find out,
let's
right?
just say we're judging individually.
She'll throw that out there
She,
sometimes.
yeah,
She
I
does.
mean, we don't know how she's
And she
gonna judge
will.
them. She's
Maya,
shady.
I feel.
I would put Maya in the
I'm
bottom.
kidding.
Maya, I feel
I
would be
don't know.
bottoming
I don't
today.
know. I don't know.
I'd put
Sorry,
Maya in
Maya,
the
but I
bottom.
think you're bottoming today.
Okay, so you would put Maya in the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. So last group. What do we think about the last group?
Middle.
I think I would put who was the Morphine?
Morphine.
I would put Morphine
Morphine
and Maya in the bottom.
Yeah.
I want to talk
Okay.
about that real
Yeah.
quick. Do you think Morphine came in a little too soon?
Yeah.
While Nymphia was still kind of getting, she was getting laughs from RuPaul.
But you forgot what Nymphia said earlier. She said, "How am I gonna stand out and not be the shadow to Saphira?" So she was already plotting. She was gonna do something, which was, I'm gonna go over my fucking time and I'm gonna just go in on the jokes. Is what I think. Did you guys see that? Did you guys keep up with that? Or
And quite often, especially for challenges like this, when you come in too hot, that is a recipe for disaster. Like it could be like a hit or it could be a flop at that point. There's no in between if you're coming in too hot, and I think that's kind of what happened here.
Let me ask you this, and see if you agree with this. If it's groups, the first group for sure, top. They won. If it's individual, I'm going with Nymphia. She's the only one that made me laugh out loud, like a real laugh.
And honestly,
not like a
Yeah.
ha ha ha.
Yeah. Where the fuck was that character though at Snatch Game? What the hell?
she was
Like
she was-
honestly, listen. As an Asian competitor,
And as a winner of Snatch Game.
so I was saying, as an Asian competitor on Drag Race, I made it my mission to not only do well on Snatch Game, but to motherfucking win that challenge. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing Asians flop or go home on Snatch Game, right? So for me to see now what she can actually do during a comedy challenge, I mean, bitch, I wish we'd seen that at Snatch Game because that was gold. That was TV gold.
I think Snatch Game, she had a little more pressure because she had to continuously stay that one character. Where this, she had a lot more to bounce off of that was already like preconceived. so.
Well, Snatch Game is improv, and this is not. This is sit down, write the jokes, coming up with it, and then delivering it. Where Snatch Game, you have no clue what the fuck is coming at you, and you just kind of have to volley with Ru, which is a whole nother issue kind of thing. Like, that person is just so intimidating. You know what I mean?
Listen, though, I don't think what she did there towards the end was scripted. I think she was really just kind of being
top.
stupid there and allowed herself to just soar.
Nymphia?
Nymphia,
No,
sorry.
I think she planned that entire thing.
You really you thought that was shit?
Yeah,
Oh, you thought it was planned?
She
Okay.
said it earlier. She said, I have to stand out from Saphira because what happened was you're going to have two people who are we're going to be basically accessory to it, but not be the stars
But
of
she had a couple jokes where she was interacting with the audience and she couldn't have planned that.
Yeah.
You know? So maybe there was a couple little improv moments in there.
Here we
Into
go.
the runway.
Okay, so we've been playing a little game with all our guests, which is mop or chop. You either want to mop it from them and take it from them, or it's a chop. So we're going to go through all the runway looks, and you tell me what you ladies think. Let's start with Dawn.
Dawn.
What did you think about Dawn?
I would
Dawn-
get a reference.
It was the fishnet suspenders, mask over the face.
Chop.
It was the do it
She
yourself.
made it.
Sorry, what's the other? What the other?
The punk rock.
Mop.
one.
Mop
Um,
means you want to mop
I
it.
liked it. So mop
You
for
liked
me.
it?
Yeah, I liked it.
You
a
liked
chop
it.
for me.
Yeah.
Naysha, let her
Mop
like
for-
it.
Mop for.
Yeah,
I liked
okay.
it.
I'm real mad. I'm like, you liked it?
Yeah.
Did you
liked
really
it.
like it? How dare you? No.
I liked it.
Okay,
Mop.
who's next? We have
Maya among
Maya.
the page.
It's a
Okay, wait. Did you guys hear her? I Googled DragCon 1980. Bitch, what? Maya, I know you watch the show and I love you, bitch, but I want to know what the fuck you really
I want to know what came up.
What came up, bitch? It was a blank page.
Bitch, it was Patty
It was-
LaBelle.
Yes, it was giving Patti LaBelle hot
She-
chocolate.
It was R.E.S.P.
Yeah.
SAT, bitch.
She literally said, she's like, this is what popped up. I'm going to fucking do it.
Okay,
I
but wait,
fucking-
let's remember with her, this might be one of those garments
The
that
5 looks.
Yes,
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
that man fucked
Yeah,
her over on.
That's right. It kind
What
of
happened?
looks like it may be.
Naysha
Guys, what?
Lopez.
That wasn't even shady. What is wrong with you? I'm just. She told us that happens. Why y'all so mean?
But are we chopping it or what? It's a chop.
It's
for
a
me.
chop.
chopped.
It's
It's a
it's
chop.
Yeah, it's a chop.
Slight mop.
It's.
Sorry, babes.
It's
Love
some,
you. But it's a chop.
Let's go to morphine. Morphine. Oh shit. That's
Audience, y'all
that's
said
another
chop.
chop.
Okay.
Morphine was fully rhinestoned.
It's a chop.
No, she was not.
But the shoulder pads weren't 80s. The hair wasn't big enough.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Did y'all? She literally said. Did y'all hear her? She's
I
like,
read it
"This
on the
was
closed
not
caption
the
as
hair
well."
I was supposed to have.
Yeah, that was a chop.
Now
a
let me
chop.
ask you this,
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Would you be like, well, that's an excuse? Like, would you say that to them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I'd slap her.
That's her
I
job.
love it.
But
I love that.
would you tell them and would you be like, yeah, this is not my hair? Or would you just like keep it secretive and like, bitch, you make it work? Like
I mean,
feel-
the back was kind of giving 80s a little. I
Yeah.
think the hair was actually you could have teased it up a little bit more. That was possibly the most 80s thing about
It
the
was
outfit.
giving. It was giving like I started, ran out of time, and that's what I got.
Yeah, but
Right?
if-
Like
she could have fucked
they
with it a
started
little
with the
bit
bang,
more.
and then it's like, fuck, I can't finish. I gotta put it on, and yeah,
She got it together.
yeah. But it. All right.
For the runway.
Nymphia Wind.
Mop
Mop it.
That was a shoot.
Bitch.
Can we
Mop
shoot?
it, honey. Take it from her.
Shoot. Is she gonna win this episode?
I feel like she
Not
might.
you with the spoilers.
I want to mop that so fierce. It's so sickening.
Yeah, it was great.
It was
It
sickening.
was kind.
It was
It was
everything.
tailored so beautifully. The length was there.
and
it was.
and I'm sure she made it.
It was done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she made it. She makes all her shit too.
Yeah,
All right.
incredible.
Okay, next is Plain Jane.
Chop.
Let me ask you.
Wait,
What did
why?
she Chop?
What
she,
did she
she
wear?
had the suit.
She wore the
had
galaxy
the 80s
Power
suit.
suit.
Like
I
the
didn't care for
galaxy.
it.
It was probably the most accurate one
Yes,
for the time.
yes,
to
it
be
was.
honest with you, it was probably the most accurate one. But does anybody like where she started so strong that now it's just like, eh?
Oh, come on, you guys.
You know-
Peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. It's
The
part of the
valley's
journey.
been dipping.
Yeah,
That's what
this-
she's saying. Yeah.
It's part of the journey.
Yeah.
Until she gets eliminated.
Ah!
Oh, was that shady?
Wow.
I don't know the elimination order. I don't know the elimination order.
Okay, what
I-
about Q's? What about Q?
shoot?
It was
Ah,
good.
beautiful.
It was
Shoot.
good.
Q's
Shoot.
was beautiful.
It was really good.
Not
That was
chop,
shoot.
sorry, accident.
Saphira.
I meant to say mop. Saphira.
Mop.
Mop
I
it.
Yes.
love
That
Saphira.
bitch
Yes,
gave
yes,
Whitney
yes.
Houston down.
That was
it
80s.
does.
It
Love
was
it.
like a replica.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was
Great.
so good. It was so good.
She's very handsome too.
Yeah,
like
she
out
is
of
a
drag,
handsome-
very
Absolutely.
handsome.
You know, the only thing that I don't like that Saphira does, which is, and this is just nitpicking, is that she chooses things that date her. They make her look older than what she is. Do you guys see that?
Welcome,
like
queens.
some of the clothes she
This
chooses.
week,
Okay. Let's educate ourselves a little bit. I want to know because me as a person, like a Spanish speaker and accents, if you were to talk in like my accent, that doesn't offend me. Or even if I were to do it, I'm from there, but my accent is obviously not that heavy. Like, we're laughing at it, but now I'm like, should I have felt bad about that? Like, was that wrong? Or because she's Asian, she could? Like, I'm so confused right now as to how some of them thought it was okay and some of them thought it wasn't. Why was that?
Melinda.
You know what? Thank you so much for bringing it up. I was actually going to talk about it if that wasn't brought up. You know what? It's about time that us Asians are able to tell our stories in our point of view without with our accents, with our sounds, with our stories, with our way of life. And that's okay. And for us to want everyone to laugh with just being ourselves, that is completely okay because that's what we all want you all to do. So laugh with us. If we're laughing, laugh with us. Don't be nervous about it. I feel like a lot of times we're walking on eggshells when we're talking about other people's cultures. And I think it's about time that we are able to fully and 100% able to appreciate other cultures without feeling like we're in foreign territory, especially in this continent where we are the melting pot of the world. Let's share our stories. Let's appreciate fully and completely our stories. And let's not be afraid to make everyone laugh with our stories in our own point of view.
Well put.
Yeah, well put. Very well put. Kara and I were talking about this because we wanted to bring it up. Because we have seen, we see on television, even like in Family Guy, there's a character, Connie Chung, and I was just curious if she was trying to, create something with that. But then when they were talking about that, do we laugh at it? Do we not? But it was a comedy challenge, so they're supposed to laugh. So I'm glad you brought this up because, people want to know, like, where is the line of, existence, I guess, right?
When I did Manny, holy shit, that was my fucking pride to be able to show my fucking culture to the world and make you all laugh and lose your shit that some Filipino is making the world laugh. And that was my fucking pride on the show, is to make you all laugh being my Filipino self. So there, thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, actually, sorry. You're welcome. Hello, Miss Brooke Lynn. You're very welcome. Having me cat's prize,
It was the Mike Tyson joke.
Right? The Mike Tyson joke, too. That was completely unplanned, by the way. I was just like really, having
so good.
Yeah.
Now, this was a unique challenge. I don't think we've had anything like this before. And Naysha, you were saying last week that we've had so many design challenges because of a writer's strike.
The writer's strike was going on during
all
all this.
Just to correct you politely, I found out that it was not because they didn't have writers. It's because reality shows, newscasting venues, as well as sporting events, they don't have writers. It's called screen editors or script editors. So that's how they were able to get around the union things of the writer's strike.
Right. No. But the other challenges, when it comes to, it actually does take writers. Like when it comes to like a comedy challenge that for example, our SNL skit.
Yes, yeah.
Those are writers.
Okay,
so if they had, and we're back.
We'll get into it.
Okay, let's talk about that lip sync.
Yeah.
Baby.
That was a battle.
Have you ever seen a bitch take her tit out and throw it at? I have in a dressing room, but not on national TV.
That was so good.
But you being a judge, would you have judged that exactly the way it panned out?
That win?
That morphine won.
I
Yes.
think so, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Do you guys agree morphine won?
For sure. For sure.
You too.
But that was sickening when Maya threw her
when she
coat
threw
out.
yes. When she threw that fucking skirt over her,
Bitch,
that
we were
that was kind of
gagged.
fierce. But it panned. Did you see? It panned to RuPaul, and she didn't look very amused. She was like,
oh,
That was
really?
so shady. Oh.
she was like, really?
Because she says drag is not a
it's a
contact
contact
sport.
sport. Yeah. So she wasn't really. I don't think she was feeling that part, but it was kind of
She
everything.
technically didn't touch her.
Yeah, she didn't touch her.
She
yeah.
assaulted her with that coat.
Well, Brooklyn,
She daintily placed it.
I'm gonna read the comments too, bitch. There's gonna be so many likes on that comment, bitch.
That was good TV.
Brooklyn,
It was
what do
so
you
good.
think the difference was between this lip sync and the one you saw with Geometric and Kimura, where there was a lot more contact there?
Well, there was no actual contact. It was more Kimura literally just following her around the stage. Like, she didn't touch her. She was just hovering around her, and it was really, really fucking weird. I think this was more just like shady drag queens as opposed to stalking on stage, which is what it felt like. It was even stranger in person because she literally followed her around the entire. And we were all just like, what the fuck is going on? And Gia was like, what the fuck is going on? And she was trying to perform. It was very weird.
She was like,
Yeah.
the whole time. Like,
What has been? Let me ask you, Brooklyn. What has been your most memorable lip sync to date?
Oh, God.
One that you just cannot forget about. You're like, that was a fucking battle.
On Canada or
Canada, we're talking about
Okay.
Canada. Yeah.
yeah?
Oh, mine.
No, we're talking
No,
about
on
Canada.
Canada.
We're
Her,
talking about
we're talking
Canada.
about her judging, not
Canada's
competing.
Drag Race.
I think, oh gosh, it was from the lip sync SmackDown this on your season.
What are you about to say?
Honestly, all of those lip syncs
We're
like
good. Yeah.
gooped me,
Yeah.
gagged me out. One of my
That was
favorite that I'll never forget is your last lip sync. I think when you did that dip, like it had finished, the song had finished, and there was one more boom, and you just went,
Yes. We will talk about it when we come back. So, hey, can
Yeah.
we just talk about that lip sync slay off, like, quickly?
Yeah, let's do
So,
it.
that lip sync between me and Aurora, yeah, right? Listen, when you're on that stage and you're lip syncing for your life, it is a literal competition for the judges' attention. So, not even a minute into that lip sync, so maybe about 30, 45 seconds, I'm kind of gauging their eyes, like where their eyes are at that point. And in the first minute, she's getting a lot of their attention, right? Because I know that bitch had already done like 3 tricks at that point, and I'm still just like just being a demonic lesbian on stage, a demonic rock lesbian on stage, and I had about 20 seconds of song left, and I'm like, bitch, now is the time. Pull all that shit out. So I started with like a, hey, I'm still talking here. You're welcome.
Work, bitch.
With that jump split, and I'm like, okay, here we go, last 8 counts, and I just whipped it out, and then boom, it happened. TV moment. You're welcome. Next. Next.
She just let him have it, bitch.
Was there something else that we had to come back to? Did we?
No, she got it right there.
Yeah. We're good.
It's Melinda's
Okay.
Drag Race after all, right?
Perfect. I live. Well, listen, we do have VIP members that we're so grateful for. Thank you so much for being VIP members and paying the $2 to watch us on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Especially some of you that we have noted here. So we're going to send some shout-outs. Really quick, Jocelyn Esther in the Philippines. Thank you so much for being a VIP member.
Hi, Esther. Hello. Mabuhay.
Hello to Gary Z in Kennewick, Washington. Thank you for watching.
Big shout out to Blue in Orange County. Thank you for watching.
That's my girl, Blue.
To Tem in Utah. Hi, Tem.
Hello to X in Brighton.
Matt in Portland, Maine, not Portland, Oregon. Thanks for watching, babe.
Saying hello to Farek in Olston. Is that right? Olston?
Yes, you did better than us. Good job, Diva.
Hey. Hello to Vanessa all the way down in Tennessee.
All the way in Kenya, Ryan, thanks for watching. We appreciate you.
Hi, Dino, all the way in Norway. Oh, my goodness. Hi.
Hello to Sinan in Turkey, Demats in Lithuania. What? No, wait. I think there's 2. That's
Yeah, that
two.
was-
that's another one.
Sorry.
Hello to Demontis in Lithuania. Thanks for being a VIP member.
To Mab, I think it's Mab in Canada. Hi, and thank you for being a VIP member.
Hello to Karina in Australia. Got that one, bitch.
Oh, and congrats to Michelle on being the new host of Down Under. Yes, yes, yes. And then lastly, we want to say hello and thank you to Terrence in French Polynesia for being a VIP member. And to all of our VIP members, thank you once again. And if you want to be a VIP member, consider spending the $1.99 to catch this on Friday or Saturday.
Yes, and please stop sending me requests for money because I'm not going to give any more.
Just send the money.
Bitch, if
I
you
made a
don't
joke
block
one
them-
time and I paid one person because I said, I'll pay you and one person. And then I get at least 2 or 3 requests a week.
And we
People
still
asking
haven't
me for
seen
money.
them.
Okay, we get to see here the girls are talking about the challenge, and Q gets the video message from home. You see Saphira has a not so pleased look on her face. I think she thinks it may go to Q. But Melinda or Brooklyn, would y'all like to say how important it is to get that little message from home? Because you got to see your husband while you were there, yeah?
Yes. Listen, the filming process is a lot. And you're not around people who are always there to support you and give you, words of encouragement, whether you've succeeded in a challenge or failed miserably and hit rock bottom. So just having that moment after a long time of like not being with them, let alone seeing them or hearing from them. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it all comes crashing down on you, and you just take it and be grateful for that experience.
Absolutely. I mean, I got a video message from my mom on my season, and it like completely like broke me. I was like full on in tears. I was still in tears when we went back to the runway. I remember they were like doing their decisions and doing the tops and bottoms, and I was still full on crying. And Ross was just looking at me like, "Are you okay?" Because I did well that week, but I was just full on just crying on the runway. But yeah, it really means a lot because it's like a pressure cooker when you're there, and to get like a little shout out from home was wonderful.
Everybody say love.
Love!
I didn't think that'd work. Good job, y'all. Proud of you.
Y'all are gullible.
All right, let's ask some questions.
So I want to remind everyone that at 10:30 p.m. we will all be taking the stage with the Friday Night Lights cast as well. So stick around for what's a great show, the best show, especially on this strip. I know you have lots of options for drag, but it doesn't get any better than Roscoe. So stick around, 10:30 showtime with our lovely guests on Friday night.
And right after Untucked, we are going to get some questions from the audience members. So if you have any of those for Melinda or Brooke Lynn, think of those now, and we'll be around shortly to get those from you. But we do have a few questions from our VIP members as well, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it. This first question comes from Logan in Nashville, and this is for you, Melinda. How does it feel to have become such a fan favorite pretty much overnight?
It's unreal. And I'm not a big social media person. Like, I'm not always on Instagram or Twitter checking what's going on. So it's really the girls when I travel to their cities that are like, Melinda, have you seen what's going on your Twitter? They're the ones that keep me up to date and tell me that my shit is blowing up. So it's unreal, and I'm just trying to keep up.
Work. 6 queens remain. How do we feel about this episode? Yay? Yeah?
So good.
Yeah,
I thought it was a really, really good episode. That lip sync was
Solid.
so good.
It's a really good season, Brooklyn. You should go back and watch it from the beginning.
I should.
No, to be honest with you, it is a really good. Like, this is a good.
Oh, I've heard
season.
it's amazing. I'm going to.
And kudos to production because they keeping it like fresh, especially like the first episode when they did the voting and the choosing and all that kind of thing. That was kind of fierce, and to still have that kind of magic after 16 years where you're still excited over something
Absolutely.
is pretty awesome.
Keeping it, like, the way they're able to keep it fresh and keep doing different twists and stuff is amazing.
I love the Canada twist. I think that the regular season should take on that twist with the, I think it'll help a little bit more with the narrative when it comes to, like, whether you think someone, when you're there and you're like, well, she did really bad. Why isn't she in the bottom? You know what I mean? Like, and then if you put 3 people in the bottom, like, well, we know she did better. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just think it'll help a little bit more with that. I don't know. I think that would be sickening to do in the American one, yeah?
I think so too.
I think it'd be
I hope
fierce.
they do it.
I hope they do it too. Okay, so this part of our question, it's more like a rapid question because we like to get to the audience and get audience questions. But before we do that, we want to say goodbye to the front bar. By front bar, we're going to do Q&A back here. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome to come back here and join us. If not, feel free to have cocktails and kiki up there before the show starts at 10:30. As for now, rapid. Really quick, just answer so we can get through all of them, and then we'll do Q&A with the audience. Cool? All right. Well, we did the first one. Did you get to answer that already?
What was it?
Yeah, about her becoming a fan overnight. She doesn't really
Perfect.
touch base with Twitter and all that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You guys want to shoot the second one at her?
Yeah, what is your favorite Filipino dish, Melinda? That is from Joseph Mo 93.
Menudo. Yeah, menudo, which is also very common in other Spanish cultures, Spanish-influenced cultures. Yeah. Next.
All right, this question is for everybody from Billy in Norwich, UK. What would you like to see from the casting crew at WOW moving forward? For example, where are the drag kings?
Is that from me? Who's that for?
It's for everyone.
All y'all.
Brooke?
Everyone. So with casting, would you look to see something different happen with casting?
Yeah, I think diversity is the name of the game, and nothing can go like. I think as much diversity as we can possibly get, the better. I would love to see a drag king on there. Why not?
I think I would love to see that. However, it's like it's like I feel the way I feel about Shakira and J-Lo doing the Super Bowl. I think they both needed their own gig. I think drag kings, their art form is very, believe it or not, it is different. It's a different take. It's a different person that does drag king, and I think we need to focus on that and not just throw them into Drag Race like one of, you know what I mean? I feel like,
I
think you
hear
need to
that.
have, like,
We've had other competitions that have featured drag kings and drag queens in the same
Yeah.
competition, where drag queens have ended up winning or making the finals. What do you think would be different with this circumstance?
I just don't. I don't. What did you say at the end? Where a drag queen wins always, probably, not always, but predominantly. I feel like the drag queens will always get favored. I think drag kings need their own gig. I think they're so good at what they do. Why do you have to put them in this one? Why can't we give them like their own drag king thing? The challenges are different. They're
They are.
presenting as male, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time. So I think it's a little bit
But it's still
different. You don't
drag.
speak- yeah.
They better
I don't
be
know.
they're gonna be setting up like my island and stuff as a mini challenge, bitch. You know, maintenance.
I think it would be a refreshing take with the drag that we
Maintenance.
will see and the comedy and how it'll be approached.
Yeah.
And they deserve a platform like Drag Race.
That's
It's
what I'm
such a
saying.
huge
Like, they
Yeah,
deserve-
but then it has to
yeah.
be their own because it on the competition level of judging a king and a queen, especially like in the pageant world, it is very different. You don't judge them on the same exact things. So that's why it's. I think that's why it's been hard for them to. be
What's
put in there.
different? They're both doing drag.
They are, but I think it's
It's
the
fantasy.
They're,
no, it
no,
is.
they're both doing drag. You're right. They are both doing drag. However, if you're presenting as masculine and someone is presenting as feminine drag, right? When you elaborate on something and the rhinestones and the glitz and the glam, it doesn't always come in the masculine form. Is that right?
I mean, in a way. I mean, I guess
I don't know.
it's just really hard to judge an evening gown compared to a tux. If you want to break it down like that.
So, like, for example, if you do the Madonna one, do you think, like, the Madonna runways or when they have been after a character, so you just make them masculine, you just make it a man one? Is
Masked
that what you would
Madonna.
do? Yeah, you would just do a male Madonna?
She also has masculine looks she has done, so yeah, they can pull
Right,
from
right.
there.
You get, that's not
I
what
do.
I'm going. That's not the
I get what
premise
you're
of what I'm
saying.
saying. The premise is if I give you a character, now you're going out of what your drag form is, because your drag form is male presenting, but now you're going to go do female presenting and be Madonna. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, does that mean we're going to change them and we're going to do, like, let's just say a male character? We're doing a all Prince runway. So now, as a female presenting, now I have to do mask. Can I draw a beard? Can I do that?
I think Prince, because of androgyny, can be
But you
taken
know
into
what I
his-
mean.
Yeah, I know. You see,
bitch,
listen,
if you
listen,
say that,
you asking a
listen.
bitch with a beard over here.
I'm
at the
gonna
top.
this bitch is sitting
bitch
there
is
with a
sitting here with
full
a full beard
beard,
and
not
a
really
pantyhose.
understanding the logic that I'm saying. Like, girl, you're not
No,
getting it.
sister, I understand. I'm saying I think we can have them on the same
Sister.
show. I think they
Sister.
could be there and it would be refreshing, but also I don't think, I hear you, because I do think that is RuPaul's Drag Race, 16 years of just queens. Yeah, there will be a harder microscope on the, or magnifying glass on the kings.
I just think it will be. It's going to be harder I think it'll be harder. I don't think they'll be judged fairly. It's just, yeah, I don't know.
But I do
I-
think
I
that there
think-
needs
I
to be
think
a venue for that.
16 seasons of opportunities and the world's biggest platform for queens. I think it might be time to mix it up a little bit at this point, just to really see how this show, how this franchise, and how this movement is going to jump forward. And I think it's time to just see more variety, and that includes kings. That it wasn't even that long ago when it was frowned upon to have trans competitors on the show. And then all of a sudden we've had the most sickening winners these past 5, 6, 7 years that are trans women. And I think it's time. 16 seasons of us having this platform and having all the big opportunities in the world. Kings deserve just as much. They deserve as much exposure and respect.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
and
I
I
mean-
think we're saying the same exact thing, except I'm saying give them all the credit and let them respect their art form just as much.
It needs to be
with
like
their own
Drag
gig. You
Race
get what-
King.
like a Drag Race King.
Yeah, Drag
I'm not
Race King,
saying,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, that's
Right,
what we're saying.
Right. Well, absolutely, but they haven't. Think about a bearded queen. Why We've had one. How many bearded queens have we had?
Danny Beard. I'm sorry.
Has it been one?
Not on an American franchise.
And other franchises.
There's been one on every season, if not almost.
And we've had cis women
on this
compete
on the American
on other seasons
No.
as well.
Right, on the American franchise, I don't think we've had not one.
No beards.
No beards. And do you think they'll be judged fairly? Do you think they would be judged fairly?
After Danny Beard took UK, yeah, I do.
Bitch, if you're fierce, you're fierce.
Oh, we gotta keep it moving. We got
If
more
you're
questions.
fierce, you're fierce.
We got more
Period.
questions. We gotta keep moving.
Okay,
next one.
Thank you, Billy, for that.
Great question, Billy.
Spirited debate.
Way to get us fight, Billy!
Billy's a fucking drag king, I know it.
Oh my God, yes! That is a drag king, I bet.
I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but a question from Cloud7HP for everyone. What are your thoughts on Michelle taking over Down Under?
I think it's great. Good for fucking her.
Brooke Lynn, I love you. You are my sister. And that little high pitch answer you just gave right
No,
now.
I'm serious. I think it's great. I do.
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say anything.
No, Naysha.
No, because
This is rapid. We're going to keep moving.
You have to think about how somebody else could also think about it. I could justify her being a judge because she's been doing this for, 14 years? Did she miss, season 1, 2, 3? How many?
She started maybe 4 or 5?
She started like 3. She started 3. Okay, she started 3. So she's been doing this 13 years. But you could also argue that a cisgender heterosexual woman is judging. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
I'm not saying I am, but you could.
All right,
You could.
rapid questions. Your next question is from 78. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yes, Sid. This is for Brooklyn and Naysha, okay? This individual has been rewatching clips of continental pageants, and congratulations to you both on your wins. Do you have a favorite moment from either of the year you won or any other year you competed?
This is a personal moment. I think Brooklyn knows what I'm gonna say, or maybe she doesn't. But so we did the whole weekend. This is the first time we meet. Like, we know of each other, but this is the first time we actually met at the pageant, and all the functions, I was always in drag from head to toe. And then we were in the dressing room, and I had to go pee really quick, and I was running to the bathroom, and I was just taped in a thong. And she goes, "Oh my God, you don't have tits?" She thought I was trans the entire time.
Yeah.
And she saw me with nothing. She's like, "Wait, what's going on?"
Not that you can't be trans without tits, but I thought she was like,
yes, but I'm not.
full done. I thought she lived her life as a woman, which she did not, and I was gagged because every time I saw her rehearsal 9 a.m, didn't matter what, she was
Pussy.
Well, because
in a little fucking sundress with her hair pulled in a ponytail, like very
flip-flop, yeah.
very that. So I was gagged when I realized you were just a dude.
Because it's meant for the dolls. Were y'all the first cis entertainers?
No.
Okay.
No.
It had been a very long time.
It had been
Michelle Dupree won.
Michelle Dupree.
1998, I think it was.
Yeah.
Since 1998, where someone who was not trans had won the pageant.
And I think she was one of the first. Apparently Tandy was a boy when she won.
So Tandy was a boy, and also Maya Douglas, I believe, when she won, hadn't transitioned all the way, and then during her reign, she kind of finished her transition, which happened a lot too.
But
back
as
then.
for like winners who were boys, like
it was just
three of
us
us.
three.
Few,
It was
yeah.
just us three. Yeah, it was us three. Yeah.
All right. This question is also for Brooke. After the lip sync on Canada's Drag Race, all the judges just look at each other and nod. Do you have a producer? Do you have a producer or anyone in your year that tells you how the lip sync went, or is this just strictly between the judges? And this is from Jason Bundy.
Do we have someone who tells us how the lip sync went?
Yes, or how they think it should go.
No.
Okay, it's just you and the two judges next to you, and a special guest.
Yeah, and we don't even talk about it. We just.
Is there like a piece of paper you're like this one? This one. Yep.
We just know we're so in sync. We just know.
Do you pass each other little notes ever?
Oh, constantly.
Yeah. Okay.
We're constantly passing notes. But yeah, no, that we don't have anybody in our ear telling us
Just
how
like
it went.
we know who
Like
won.
we didn't just see it. They're like, so. That's funny.
We already touched on that one. And then from Lang T 2300, this is for Melinda. Do you have any plans to perform in the Philippines or internationally?
Oh my God, get me there already. Like, honestly, if anyone in the Philippines is watching this right now, I need to be there. Period. Full stop. See ya.
Book her.
All right, this next question is for Brooke from Will Dumbrion. Have you talked to Raja since not including her into the Canada's Drag Race? Let me get the question out, ho! Have you talked to Raja since not including her in the Canada's Drag Race winners photo shoot, and why wasn't she there?
Why wasn't she there? I had nothing to do with that photo shoot, by the way. I was told it was happening and I showed up. I think it was just, I don't know why she was included. I think it's because everyone was going to be in town at that time, and I guess they didn't want to include the Canada versus the world. They just wanted to do the winners of the regular season. That was a decision. And that's what happened. It's nothing more dramatic than that. We love Raja, obviously. But yeah, I guess they just didn't think about it or didn't include her because they just wanted like the regular season.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but she's fine. Yeah, I have seen her and I have talked to her and she's fine.
This is from Roy Nara. Roy Nara, 6354. Hi, Roy. Thank you for your question. This is for Melinda. I'm going to make it a two-parter because they want to know who is another Filipino celebrity you would impersonate for Snatch Game, and I want to add to that and say, who was your backup?
I don't want to reveal who it's going to be because you never know when I'm going to be on another season. And yes, I'm already working on something. I'm already preparing for what could be in the future.
Absolutely.
Is another character. So for today, I'm not going to reveal who it is, but just like how I prepared for Manny, I am preparing for the next one. There will be another Filipino celebrity y'all will see.
Who was your backup?
Who was my backup for this season? It was actually, you saw the wig. It was Tina Turner.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yes. Was it really?
It was Tina Turner and yeah, no.
Oh.
I did well doing Tina for auditions, but I decided 100%. Well, when I was on the show, it was going to be Manny, and Manny was the only choice at that time.
Do you want to give us a little Tina Turner right now?
Yes, please.
Okay, wait, we'll set you up for it. Brooklyn, you're hosting right now.
Yeah.
Throw a little something at her, a question.
Oh my God, no!
And then, yes, it's Snatch Game right now. Welcome to Roscoe's Snatch Game.
And it's the queen of rock and roll, Tina Turner's here.
Hello. It's a little hot in here tonight. A little bit of nice. A little bit of nasty. I don't know. That's all I got, bitch.
Yes.
Was that Tina enough?
Yes.
No, Manny was the right choice. Next.
Yes, it was.
It was just as good as Maya's share.
Or my Celine.
We have our first question from the audience right over here, Melinda in Brooklyn. What is your name, babe, and who's our question for?
Hi, my name is Kennedy. I'm from Champaign, and my question is for Brooke and Melinda. The question is you're both international superstars, across different countries. So, I was wondering if you've noticed any sort of difference in your reception from the fans in Canada versus the fans in the U.S., and if there's like a preference in like where you like to perform based on that.
Great question.
No, I feel like the fans are pretty wonderful everywhere I've gone. I think there might be a little bit more excitement on Canadian turf just because I am Canadian and the host of Canada's Drag Race. So maybe a little bit more in Canada, but I still love performing in the States and all over the world. I mean, people have always been really lovely to me, and I'm very lucky.
She's been doing this for like what, 6-7 years now?
10.
Well, I mean, being on Drag Race.
Oh, on Drag Race, like 5.
5.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of fresh out of a show, and I feel like for myself, I'm like, yeah, there is a significant change in reaction. Just walking down the street, being recognized. I'm still getting used to that. I don't think I'll get over the fact that people on the street will call me out as Mother Melinda. Oh my God! Especially up in Canada. Here, I've noticed I can walk around and no one will give a fuck. But when I did enter this wonderful place last night, that's when I did get a lot of facial recognition. So yes, there has been a change, and yes, it's super exciting, and I'm just so grateful for this whole experience.
Well put. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I got another one.
Yeah.
Right over here. What's your name and who's our question for?
Hi, I'm Glenn from DC, and first, I love you, Justin. All right, regarding everyone, I guess, on the stage.
She got
We
cheap
good?
jewelry
We
on
good?
over there.
All right, I think we're good. Regarding all the dancing queens over recent seasons, you know, Maya's held up as the queen of flips, but when we have queens like Jax from previous season, Electra Finch from other franchises, what sets Maya apart? Is it the branding that she had coming in?
So the thing is, she's from the palace, and that's a nickname that comes from there. Have you heard of Queen of the Bus? She jumps off the bus.
Alicia the Witches.
So she is Queen of Flips at Palace. So they have all like their own little shticks, and that was her shtick. Like before she got on Drag Race, was the Queen of Flips. So it's not necessarily like where they just acknowledged her talent and not Jax's, but this is something that she really marketed and pushed for, and has always at the Palace.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Batty.
Stand up. Stand up. Don't be scared. Just don't touch my microphone. What's your name?
Josh.
I said don't touch, Josh. Don't take good instructions, do ya?
Hi. Yeah. So, me and my best.
Tell him where you're from.
I'm from London. And my
Welcome.
bestie literally just got off a flight 2 hours ago, and that's why we were late today.
It's okay.
Brooke, this question is for you. As Queen of the North and a judge on Canada's Drag Race, if you had to crown one queen tonight, who would you crown?
One queen from where? From Canada?
Yeah, no, season 16.
From season. Oh, who would I crown? Right here, right now.
Based on this one episode that you've seen. Yes.
Based on this one episode that I've seen, I would crown Nymphia. Or Saphira. I really enjoy Saphira too.
All right, our next question's right over here. This is Mitchell. Mitchell, who's your question for?
My question's for everyone. I just want to say, as a VIP member and also from Southern Canada that's been watching since Batty and Naysha were just doing Roscoe's in the little cafe moment in the pandemic.
Yes.
Oh,
Olive Garden. It was Olive Garden.
It is
Olive
so
Garden.
surreal and cool to be here, and I just want to say everyone's mugs look really great there. And my question was just being here this week, like Chicago's just been an awesome queer utopia, and I just want to know everyone's favorite part about being in Chicago here. And this is just for everyone. What do you love about Chicago?
I like the food. I la gorda here, so.
Well, I didn't. This is more for YouTube because I'm sure you guys know this, or most people know this. But Brooklyn loves Chicago so much that she made it her home. She moved here recently. How long have you been here, and what motivated this move?
California is really expensive.
Yes, it is.
Really expensive. So I was lucky enough to be able to buy something here. So that kind of made the move. And I've been coming here for 10 years doing Continental and doing Roscoe's. I've been doing Roscoe's before I was even Rue Girl, actually. This is like one of the longest gigs I've ever done in my career. So I just love Chicago. It reminds me a lot of Toronto. I love the architecture. I love the people, the community. The queer community here is fucking amazing. So yeah, there's so much to love about Chicago. It's it's probably my favorite city in the States.
So I've been here less than 48 hours, and
Okay.
what I can say so far is y'all are insane. I love it. I love it. But what really struck me is how friendly this place is. Because, you know, when you talk about a lot of American cities like New York, LA, and then there's Chicago, of course, you know, the impression is always like people are rude and like, and the life is just so fast that no one takes the time to just slow down and give you the time of day or smell the flowers, whatever the catchphrases are. But what I've noticed so far in the less than 2 days I've been here is that people are so kind and friendly, and I am just really here for it, and I wish I could be here longer. I just need to find ass tonight. That's all. Next.
Well,
I need ass tonight.
Oh yeah, two tops don't make a bottom, by the way, Melinda.
She had a bad experience.
Bad experience. He's lucky we don't know his name. Gotta call him out. All right, stand up. What's your name? Oh wait, what? Okay.
My name's Mauricio. I'm from down the street in Chicago.
Hey, girl.
So this question's for everyone. So if you were to team up with any other drag contestant, doesn't matter if they were on Drag Race or not, who would you do? So like All Stars 1 format in All Stars, Global, Superstars of the World, whatever.
I love All Stars, Global Superstar of the World.
Superhero drag.
You want to call it.
Who would I team up with?
Brooke Lynn, who would you team up with?
Someone like Jinx. Because they're just like good at fucking everything.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff I'm not good at, they're good at.
Yeah, that's
so
what I
someone like
had
that.
said.
Yeah. Someone who's like has strengths that I don't have.
Yeah. I said Jinx or like Bob the Drag Queen is
Yeah.
good too. People that are like funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it to my season, and I'd say Kiki Ko, because then she's gonna make my shit. She'll make me my shit. It'll be sickening, and I'll teach her how to be a little bit funnier on the mic. Not that I'm funny right now. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. Next.
Did you have a question? Oh, you're hi. What's your name?
Chase, from Austin, Texas.
From Austin. Yeehaw! Welcome.
My question is for Melinda.
Hi.
Hi. So you thought you were serving Vivienne Westwood on the runway. So what do you think you're serving tonight?
Oh! Tilapia, bitch.
Yeah. I fucking live.
Tilapia.
No two-parter. Sorry. You made her show her panties, bitch.
Is that good enough, Mr. Austin, Texas?
Perfect.
Are we gonna do one last question?
Is it good?
We got time. We got
Better
time.
be good.
We got time
bitch.
for a couple more. Yeah, let's do it over here.
Bitch. Hi. What's your name?
My name's Allison. All right, so I don't care if you guys hate me. Brooklyn, you serve up fucking looks on your show. I'm a little bit better than Mama Ru sometimes. What's your favorite thing you wore this season?
Thank you. My favorite, I don't even remember what I wore. I think the Vivienne Westwood one has to be up there.
Melinda, do you agree?
Honestly, when I saw it, I gagged. I loved it. It was the right way to do plaid, and she served. Bitch, she ate. She ate.
I was telling bro, girl, you gotta tone it down with them looks before Ru was like, we gotta get her off this show. Because I was telling her, I'm like, listen, I mean, Ru also works with one designer, right? Do we know what's the name of the designer?
Yeah, Zaldi.
Zaldi.
Yeah.
You work with several?
Yeah.
Or do you work with a stylist?
No, I do it all myself.
You do it all? I mean, I
style
really,
it all myself.
it's so sickening.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things. I wait till you come on and then I change the channel. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys.
She doesn't even do that.
No,
she
I'm
just looks
saying,
at the
I'm just saying
Instagram
it's my
post.
favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. What'd you say?
I said you just look at the post on Instagram. Oh, Brooke looks great.
No, actually, one year she showed them all to me upstairs. We're like, let's go through. It was so sickening. I mean, you know what also is sickening is the hair. Do you guys?
She's always
It's the whole look that put together. Bitch, you be turning it. I live. Okay, on that note, we have wrapped up Q&A. We will see you at 10:30. Please make some noise for our guest, Miss Brooke Lynn Hytes.
Make some noise for Melinda Verga.
And do not forget Roscoe's. Yes. Stick around. She did Brooklyn. Stick around at 10:30. We will have the whole cast of Friday Night Lights. And please join us next week for our special guest, Dawn. I do believe tickets are sold out, but standing room is available.
Yes, I can't wait. Dawn, the real villain,
the real
of
shady
season
bitch.
16. Can't wait till next week. Anyway, please make some noise for Miss Caramel DeVille.
Baby!
And keep it going for everyone's favorite auntie, Batty Davis.
And keep that going for the beauty. Her name is Naysha Lopez.
Hey! Thank you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. Cannot wait to see you next week. YouTube, thank you guys so much for tuning in. VIP members, we appreciate you. If you haven't joined us for VIP, what the fuck you waiting for? Go ahead and join us. All right, have a good night. Ciao!
Bye, besties. I'll be damned.